Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's bong hitter time in beautiful Central Park in New York City. The High Times softball team with a record of 3-0-2 meet Kable News. Rick, Darren, player coach Steve Bloom, Donja, and the rest of the bong hitter stars tonight meet their tough rivals from Kable News. Coming up, an interview with bong hitter player coach Steve Bloom. Stay tuned.
When's the last time you got stoned?
I was laying on the beach yesterday watching the sunset, and I smoked a big bone with my boyfriend.
And when's the last time you got stoned?
I cleaned up the garage and I wrote a song.
And when's the last time you got stoned?
Before the trigonometry test, and I failed again.
Well, you know, we've killed them the last couple of times, 24-7 2 years ago and 19-1 during our undefeated season in '96. So I'm not so sure, you know, how good they're going to be right now. We haven't played them for a while, but you know, hopefully it'll be a good game instead of a blowout.
In the intangibles we're looking at today, we noticed you have a new player coming in, starter.
Yeah, we have our publisher Mike Edison. He's starting at second base. It's his first game. He actually played a little bit for us last year as a DH, but it's the first time we're putting him out in the field, so we'll see what he can do.
Edison taking over second base.
Awesome, man.
All right, who's up? Who's up, John?
Callum Francis back again with you in the bottom of the first inning. Mike Reed pitching to Tom Burnett, who's batting .500. And there's a shot through the infield. And Jeff Hemley is rounding second, coming around third. And folks, this looks like it's going to be 1-0 bong hitters. And look, the route is on. The route is on. And stepping up to the plate, Darren Pellet batting .769. It's a long shot out in the left field. He leads the bong hitters in doubles and coming around third base and making the second run for the bong hitters. Tom Burnett, and of course those sunglasses really help for Darren. Another double for Darren. Rick Rita now stepping up to the plate, batting .571. There's a long shot out into center field, and Darren Pellet will score from second base. Coming around, Rick, who is still moving on to third base. There doesn't seem to be a throw coming in. It was hit so darn far. Rick Rita always coming through in the clutch. And that orange shirt probably distracted the pitcher. And now Donja, my favorite player, and quite a hitter in her own right. .385, and it's a high fly ball, and yeah, they got her out. They got her out, and Rick's staying at third. And now, Zero Boy, batting .385, takes the first pitch. Won't swing at that. Reed rocks and deals, and Zero Boy he singles out into the outfield, and of course that's going to bring home Rick Rita from third base. Score is 4-0. Player coach Steve Bloom on, and he hits a shot out of second base, but he grounds out to end the inning. And of course, that's going to end the bottom of the first. Hi, folks. Callum Francis with you once again. If you like marijuana, and I know you do because you're watching High Times Television, you should also be checking out the High Times radio show, highontheair.com. That's all you have to do. Use your computer, go to highontheair.com, and you can listen to me, Callum Francis, Ken Abernathy, and Pope Weasel. All your friends are there. Every week, you'll find a new posting of highontheair.com. Callum Francis is waiting for you. Bottom of the second, one on, and Joel Gershon now up to the plate. He takes the first pitch, and there's a long fly ball. It's into foul territory, and he makes the catch. Up against the trees in beautiful Central Park. And now Mike Edison, publisher of High Times. Swing and a miss. And it's a slow roller to the shortstop who makes the play over to first base. And now Jeff hits a hard ground ball to the second baseman who also throws him out. And not a good inning for the Bonghitters who go down 1-2-3.
Edison taking over second base.
Awesome, man.
All right, who's up?
It's just it takes us a little time to pull out, get the cobwebs out and everything like that, you know?
All right.
Well, I just told Edison he's just made himself a big hit at the next Kable meeting. They can all talk about how they robbed him every time he got to the plate.
You want me to run for you?
And now our Player to Watch report, sponsored by Partnership for Responsible Use. Bill Zeckman of Kable News, 56-year-old, who just returned from the Cleveland Indians special baseball camp. Batted .440 there. And he's off first base, and it's a high fly ball. Mike Edison trying to make the play at second base. It bounces twice in front of him. Cable News still up to bat, and there's a hot shot through the infield. Out into center field. 2 runs will score unless Steve Bloom can make the throw. He wheels and fires home to Sue Boyd it. And now they are safe. They are safe. And 2 runs score. Bonghitters still ahead. And now president of Cable News, Mike Dulock, their most dangerous hitter, who hits a long fly ball out in the left field. Runner coming around third base is going to be a play. And the ball is overthrown. Another run scores. 4-3 Bonghitters. 4-3, 2 outs. Darren once again hits a shot out into right center field, and he's coming around second. Can he get another double on the year? Once again, Darren with a double.
All right, Donja, wait on one. Big run here. Level swing and run it out, all right?
Darren with some advice for Donja. Donja gets a hard shot to the shortstop, throws to first base, who overthrows first base. Donja safe at first.
Second base.
And now.
It's 5-3. And Joe's just giving it
It's a big shot. Zero Boy has just come up and hit a huge triple. I don't know if you can see this, folks, but the ball is all the way out. You can see Darren coming, Zero Boy coming around third base. No, he goes running back. He'll hold at third base.
Well, in Dominica, where I come from, Sammy.
Get in the game.
Sammy.
Get in the game. Get in the game.
Sammy.
And now a word about High Times Magazine.
High Times celebrates its 25th anniversary, it guesses. High Times, the magazine that still lives in its mother's basement, is celebrating its 25th birthday. The pot smoker's journal of choice has spent a quarter of a century portraying gradual withdrawal from the outside world as a serious hobby. The magazine, which bills itself as the most notorious in the world, plans to throw a huge party, smoke too much, and then ask to be left alone by the creek for a while. High Times also sells its own line of merchandise, including hats, T-shirts, and other clothing items that let your dealer know you're in it for the long haul. High Times was founded in 1974 by Tom Forcade, a 60s radical who had a vision of bringing the counterculture above ground and to participate in the political process. But then he just started thinking about how weird fingers are.
We have a runner on, none out. We don't have to really score any more runs as long as we hold them in the next inning.
Zero Boy on first, bottom of the 6th. Diana hits a hard shot, and that's a single with runners on first and second. Player coach Steve Bloom, who hits a hard shot through the infield. Zero Boy will come around and score. Joel Gershon, 1 for 2. It's a high fly ball to the infield, and it gets caught. 2 out. And now Bill Zavitsky up, who earlier hit a triple, and it's a fly ball. And that'll end it for the Bonghitters.
Stop the lead runner.
What do you think, Coach? You need 3. Can you do it?
I think so. I'm looking forward to it.
You putting up your power here?
No, we're just going to play our order.
Last chance for Cable News, who immediately sent up a hitter who gets a single. They need 3, and President Mike Dulock, their most dangerous hitter, is coming up to the plate again. Can he do it? They need 3. They got the one man on first with that dangerous swing, who earlier hit a massive triple. Hits a giant fly ball way out into left. It's a home run, folks. The bong hitter left fielder is going behind the trees. 2 runs will score. The score is now 10-9. President Mike Dulock of Cable News.
Hey, Hey, it was
buddy, way to hit the ball.
It was low and inside, but I tried to take it deep. We got it into the trees.
Yeah, you're running for him.
Now we're in the game.
Cable News threatening, pinch runner for the hitter. And it's a hit. Beckman running to first base, and he is safe. He is there. Well, wait a minute. Steve Bloom is arguing. Let's see what this all about. He looks safe to me.
No, it's not about a replay. He starts out of the box.
Well,
he's out. We gave you.
Let's take a look at the instant replay. We're going to have to settle this ourselves, folks. Here we go again. The batter clearly gets a good hit. Zekman running up the line, and he is safe. What is Steve Bloom arguing? Cable News down to their last 2 outs. And there's one quick one. Fly ball out in the outfield. Still trying to do a 10-9. And there's a shot to the pitcher, who throws it over to the first base. The game is over 10-9. What a game it was. And now it's time for the High Times MVP Award.
We're going to give you the MVP of the game award.
Bill Zeckman is overcome by the award, as you can see. He played a great game, pinch ran 3 times. Of course, maybe his play caused the cable news to lose. Still a very, very controversial play. And what game wouldn't be complete without the Bonghitters song? Take me out to the Bong game.
Everybody gets high. It's 1, 2, 3 toes. You're out of the old Bong game. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! We love you, Kable.
Kable. Hey. Fucking woods. So I had to grab it, come out into the clear, and then throw it in.
Bonghitters win 10-9. This is Callum Francis for the Bonghitter Game of the Week. So long, everybody.